Okay, then I'm going to make a video continuing on with how to multiply and do your times tables in the teens. Okay, last time we did 12, so today we're going to do 13. We're going to write these out. So what you have here is you're going to have 13, but look at it in this way. Start with your three tables. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. And then start off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so you see your two sides. 3 tables that come straight down here, and then 1 to 10 is here. Now this is going to be a special thing that you're going to do mentally, because you can actually line these numbers up. So for example, if you see two numbers, this is a 1 and a 3. Well, when you see a single digit, you don't add it, you simply lay it right next to it. So 1 and 3 is 13. 2 and 6 is 26. 3 and 9 is 39. Now you see a 4 and 12. What you're going to have is the number 1 added to the 4. So it's going to be a 5. And this will be added to the 5. It's going to be a 6. This will be a 7. This 2 to the 7 will be 9. And this 2 to the 8 will be 10. And this 2 to the 9 will be 11. And this 3 to 0 would simply be 1, 3. And what's left over is the last number. Number on the outside never changes. Okay? Doesn't go over base 10, and definitely over base of 100. So you don't have to worry about this number ever changing. It's always going to remain the same. So what happens is when you're thinking about a number, okay, if I say to you, what is 13 times 6? Well, what you're really saying is, what is 3 times 6? Okay, that's 18. And then you put the 6 in front of that. Okay, so you got a 6 and 18. That'll be 7, 8. As you can see here, 6 and 18. That'll be 7, 8. So therefore, 13 times 6 is 78. See how that works? Okay. Now I'll go slow so you can really see what I'm doing here. Okay, I just use the chart and we'll just say each one. So let's say if we were saying, what is 13 times 8? Okay. Well, it's really what is 8 times 3? It's 24. So the 8 and 24 gives you, I'll write it out, it gives you 10, because 8 and 2 is 10, and then the 4 left over. So it's 104. So 13 times 8 is 104. Okay? 13 times 6, again, you have your 78. 13 times 5 is 5, and 1 is 6, 65. Okay? As simple as that. 13 times 9 is going to be 117, because it's 11 after 7. Easy to do. Now, because of that, it works the same way with all the numbers in the teens, all the way to 19. Okay, and I could sit here and write the entire chart out. Okay, but not necessary. We're going to just see how this works. We're going to do our simple math. See, when you're in school, you should know your times tables. Okay, and by knowing your times tables to 10, you could go all the way to 100. Okay, if you really wanted to, because they're just numbers that continue to just add on. They become pairs. They become units. So it's not necessary to be able to say them all. Like people, like for example, you learn your alphabet. and you go A, B, C, D, so on and so forth. But it's important to know all the letters, but when you write out a word, you don't have to go through all the letters to find each letter. You know where the letters are. So someone says car, you don't go A, B, C, okay, A, okay, there it is, A, B, C, D, E, no, you just say C-A-R. So what we want to do is we want to do the same thing with our mind and breaking down the numbers. So what you should always lean back on is your times table that you should know like the back of your hand, okay? You should know your times tables. So if someone says to you, what is 8 times 4, you should automatically be able to say it's 32, okay? If someone says, what is 6 times 7, it's going to be 42, okay? 9 times 9, it's going to be 81. It doesn't make any difference what it is, okay? 3 times 7, it's going to be 21. So you should know your times tables. And by knowing your times table, you can do all types of math. So we're going back into the teens, okay? So let me make some space here. And we're going to just very slowly and deliberately show you how you can use this technique for all of your teens. And it's a mental step, okay? So let's start off with 19 times 7. Now immediately you should throw a 63 behind the 7. Okay? So this is a like a mental step here, okay? You're putting a 63 in your mind behind the 7, and so you know that this is going to be 13, right? 7 and 6 is 13, and then there's a 3 left over. So it's going to be 1, 3, 3. That's the answer. It's like that. 1, 3, 3. If someone were to say to you, what is 16 times 8? Okay. Again, immediately you're going to you're going to put a 48 right here, and then you're going to add it together. Okay. So 8 and 4 is 12, and 8 left over. So 16 times 8 is 128. It's easy to do. If someone were to say to you, what is, let's say 14 times 6. Okay, again, we know that 6 and 4 is 24. So you put the 4 here. And what is that? 84. Okay, so it's going to be 14 times 6 is 84. Okay, 84. Hopefully that doesn't confuse you. That's going to be your mental step right there. Going back to 12. Okay, it's all simple. Okay, 12 times 9. Okay, we know that 2 times 9 is 18, so the 18 is going to be here. So what can that be? It has to be 1, 0, 8. Simple as that. So that's what you got to do. So let's just put down some numbers here, and we'll just have some fun breaking these down for you. Okay, make some space. So let's say 16 times 4. Let's do 17 times 8. Make that look like a 4. And let's do 19 times 9. And we'll do 12 times 7. Okay? And we'll see what we get here. We're getting our numbers. Okay, so again, 16 times 4. You know that 6 and 4 is 24. So you simply have your 24 here. You say this is going to be a 6 and a 4. So it's going to be 64. Again, 17 times 8. We know that 7 times 8 is going to be 56. So that's going to be 136. We know that this is Is that a 9? Yeah. 19. I'll get the 4 more second there. 19 times 9. We know 9 times 9 is 81. So we have an 8, 1. So it's going to be 171. And 12 times 7, this is going to be a 14 here. And that's going to equal 84. Okay? Simple as that. Simple as that. And again, once you practice, you become really good at doing this. You can kind of see in your mind. And someone asks you, what is 17 times 7? Okay? Again, in your mind, you're seeing 7 times 7, which is 49. So you know the answer is going to be 119, because 7 and 4 is 11, and 9 left over. That's what you got. So you can do this mentally, you can do it quickly, and you can do it accurately. That's what it's all about. You see, what amazes me is that people go to school and they learn things, but they're not taught how to apply it. And one of my goals is to get teachers to teach students these techniques so they can get away from math anxiety and fearing math all their life. Because math is a very important thing. We need math. We need people to learn to use higher math, but not being afraid of lower math. Because how can you go into algebra, trigonometry, any kind of math if you're afraid of basic math? Okay, so write this out, learn it, master it, and move on. Okay, and enjoy your life with math, because life is fun if you do the work. So thank you for watching. Again, please comment, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Like the video if you like it. Share it, but watch it again and really try to teach someone this. If you have children, if you have people in your life who need math skills, then you have some tricks up your sleeve now. Okay? So thank you. This is John from Life Academy. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.